A good morning. We have the CEO of Average Throwers Club, Mr. Alex Wiggs, in the office today to tell us about a new passion project he'd like to start up, basically.
Well, first of all, I'd like to just say it's about time I got my due with the CEO title. And the other thing I'd like to add is you are looking sharp today.
Thank
I'm
you.
I'm
I
not
actually
like,
showered.
oh, it's about time. I wasn't going to say anything, but I noticed.
Well, thank you. Through the
But
screen.
yeah, so one of the things with Average Throwers Club that I've wanted is reducing the barrier to entry because I feel like people see these tricks and they're tricks that uh, many people are ready for, but they don't know they're ready for them, and helping to get them to that point. And one of the things that was foundational for me was going through the Yo Tricks First 50. And I know Yo-Yo Expert had something. I think Bird in Hand, I think we're working on something as far as tutorials go. But having a little, and not necessarily one-on-one, but some group time, replicating the club experience that unfortunately, because of geography, we don't all have access to.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, so to recap this Average Throwers Club is a online club that gets a trick every week that everybody works on together so they can earn
Yep.
points and credits, but really it's just a way to bring people together to work on a similar project. Give them something in common to talk about that week or do. Some people end up just helping because they already know the trick. Some people are trying their hardest to learn this new trick, and this area that Alex wants to hit is the area of a lot of throwers that are either brand new to unresponsive play or are coming back from playing responsive yo-yos when they were children, um, or just younger in life, and you circle back to this hobby, and then you're almost lost and intimidated by, even though many yo-yos will say Average Throwers Club can be too basic, but you can be intimidated by that if you haven't learned the basics. Um, and I think
Yeah, and I guess that's what I'm hoping to rectify and create a virtual meetup where if you need help with trapeze, hey, we're going to get you help. We're going to have you leave with a better understanding of how to get how to land that consistently. If you need help with Ouija bow, perfect. We're going to work on that and basically take what we have special about the Average Throwers Club, where we have community learning, community teaching, helping people get from point A to point B, bringing that to a more beginner focused curriculum.
Yeah, that's perfect how you said it is community because when you would go to a brick and mortar club, there's community there that's also helping you push to learn instead of just going down that trick list and learning on your own. So this will help you. It's going to be make your learning much quicker, and it's also just going to drive you because you have whatever it is, one-on-one, or there's five people in there willing to help, give different perspectives and just give you kind of friends in the yo-yo community that is mostly online in this world today.
Yep.
Um,
Well, the other thing that I think that comes from it is like, okay, you just learned the Houdini mount. That's great, and you know how to get into a kamikaze mount from that. But what else can you do with that Houdini mount? Well, you may not know, but somebody else might know gondola and be able to show you that, and you pick that up within 5 minutes, and all of a sudden you have a new trick based off of the trick that you just learned.
yeah, and if you would learn that on your own with a tutorial for Houdini mount, you're not going to see that. There's not a perfect way that it's set up for you to progress trick to trick to trick. There's no perfect order for you to learn different tricks, and that the community can fill you in there. Um, I think we should
So,
say this is probably you mentioned bird in hand, and that's so Mike does most of our average throwers club tutorials. So we're going to use his first 40 tricks to focus on for you. These are we don't have tutorials built out for them right now, but they are all the basic tricks that you can then have the foundation to learn almost any other trick with. So the basic elements that lead into more advanced tricks, if you can get these first 40, you have a solid foundation to learn anything.
And and I'm not sure everybody knows this, but when I select tricks for ATC, my goal is to fall in that band of skill where it's basically if you have that foundation of the Mike's First 40 or Yotrix First 50 or the cards from Yo-Yo Expert, if you know those tricks, you should be ready to take this next step. Now, that doesn't mean that everything is going to be a walk in the park. You can pick it up in 5 minutes. There are weeks where I take several hours to land the trick once, but for the most part, I feel like everything has been manageable if you're at that stage, and I want to help get more people to that stage.
Yeah. So this is a basics club and hangout. I'm sure that's what it'll be. People that are around from Average Throwers Club will pop in and hang out. This is going to be opposite weeks, Thursday evening, same time as Average Throwers Club. You want to do it 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
And so every Average Throwers Clubbers, you're every other Thursday. This is going to fill the next Thursday, so you'll be able to pop in and learn the basics if you want with Alex. This is really a introduction to yo-yoing, unresponsive 101, if you will. Um, and we'll see what happens. So if you have somebody that just came back into yo-yoing, it would help build this out to have multiple players off the start that are trying to learn together. So if you have somebody in mind, definitely point them this direction.
Yeah, and you know um it's still it's still early in the planning process for this. And different people like are at different points in that progression. So it's going to be more like you bring a trick that you're working on that you're struggling with, and we're going to help you through it. That's the intent behind it. Now, as we progress, we might have specific types of tricks that we're working on so that we can do that. But in the early goings, I think we're going to be more freeform.
Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. It's on Zoom, so you'll see a Zoom link. I will post it in the Discord and I'll post it on Patreon. I don't know if you'll want to share it anywhere else. I mean, Reddit's probably an ideal spot to share it. If you want to post up
Yeah.
something, a clip that you're starting it. But I think once a few people are willing to do it, it'll should spread to allow others to jump in and not feel maybe so awkward or timid to,
Yeah.
learn something new and struggle on video.
Well, and that's something that I want to add. There is no shame. We've all been like if you are just starting out, we have all been where you are, and we are all very supportive of where you're at. So there's no shame in not having the 5 years of skill that other people have, or in Jake's case, how long you been yo-yoing? Like,
Holy cow. I haven't progressed in the last 10 years, but G2's been around since like 2012. So 2010, I started unresponsive yo-yoing, 2010-ish. Yeah.
so and back then, like I remember you put together a lot of tutorials. The
Mhm.
tutorial scene wasn't nearly as big back then. It was now we are spoiled for choice.
Yeah, the phone wouldn't cut it back when I was making tutorials. You had to buy a like big camera basically and film them. So now we're spoiled with the current phone.
But now conversely, because there's so many tutorials out there, where do you start? How do you progress? And that's what we're hoping to help out with.
Yeah, and like we said, you mentioned no shame or anything. That's should be given, but trying to replicate the in-person club. When you come to a in-person club that first time, it's awkward, but everybody knows you're a beginner and everybody's eager to help you. That is the atmosphere we're hoping for this.
Yeah. Well, I think we covered everything.
Yeah.
What do you use to condition your beard? The people want to know.
Fluoride in my water.
Ah,
I don't use any soap, man.
man, you gotta start something. Your wife deserves it.
All right, guys. We'll see you Thursday, this Thursday, first week of it doesn't have a name, but if you want to learn how to yo-yo, come to Yo-yoing 101.
Come have fun, hang out.